Friday. Thank God it's Friday. All right, that was awful. This is not a singing channel. I'll stick to what I know. So good Friday morning, and let's see what we got going on. First things first. What do we got? We got Michigan consumer sentiment. This is like a prelude to the consumer sentiment. Usually, the actual number is out the second Friday to the end of the month. So yeah, second Friday to the towards the end of the month, and this is just a prelude to it, and it's a pretty valuable indicator. And the Feds like to watch it to see what their monetary policy are doing, and basically, it's just that Michigan University, I think it is. Coffee. Michigan University does a survey and gets a general expectation of how everybody feels about the economy, their income, their security, business going forward, things of that nature. And, that gives you a pretty good indication of what's going on. And you want to see that number above 80. And we've been down and it's coming up. Then you have the inflation expectations prelude. And that's a pretty interesting number. I like to watch that because usually when you get a decline over 4 or 5 months, this kind of preludes an aggressive economic decline. When you see it declining, this indicated declining over 3 months. And really, you want to see something aggressive, at least 18 to 20%. So if we see this number around 4.2, then we got a good indication. Historically, it kind of represents that the economy is geared up for a downturn. And it's a good leading indicator. When you see that happen, you know that you're coming in within 3 or 4 months, you're coming into a pretty steep economic downturn. And if you look at 1990, 2001, and then 2006, 2007, these little recessions, you could see it reflected in this indicator. So this is something cool to watch. The expectations... not really going to be that much of a market mover. The sentiment is a lot of people don't really know about the expectations or follow it. Just a couple of economists really do, or somebody who's more an economist than an analyst track the expectations. But the consumer sentiment makes big waves. I think it's been around since 1946, and the Fed watches that closely. So that's a good number to keep an eye on. Comes out at 10 o'clock, so watch your trades if you're short-term trading. Things could get a little whippy, knock you out of your stops. So that's why I don't like to trade ahead of these announcements. All right, let's get to what we came here for. And we got to just figure this out. We'll figure it out. There we go. All right, so first we're looking at Earl. Earl's not doing much. So we had this major reversal bar right there at the end of the day on the 240s, and I'm neutral on it. Yeah, I think we're going to float around. I still think we're heading for that 84 number. I'm watching this trend line right here. That's really like my major focus. I'm just keeping my eye on this trend line and seeing what happens with that, where we're going to go. So, yeah, that's it on oil. We're going to stay neutral on oil. Just watch it, see what it does. And there's just no good setups over there. Gold, same thing. I mean, it's boring. I'm watching that trend line on the 120s. You look at the MAC daddies, you see we have major divergences here. So, breaking that trend line, I might get involved. But that's a lot of chop right in there. That's a lot of work to get through. It's just not moving as aggressively as I'd like to get involved. It's not showing me any setups. I think gold has lost its luster as far as a trading vehicle for me. And then bonds, we had talked about this weekly run on stops. We broke the weekly run on stops. I expect this baby to start moving down rather aggressively over the next week. So don't be surprised if it affects the S&P and the S&P comes down. But that'll be okay because it'll put in a good reversal pattern, which is what we're looking for. And that is my segue into ES. Oh, you know what? And we've been neglectful on, come on, where are I? On BTC. I haven't really been wrapping BTC, and I know a lot of my friends out there are trading it. And I'm fast and loose with the term friends. Let's see. I want a lower snap line. Really, I'll stay positive pending a break of this line. And I know these are very big ranges, but we're looking at long-term charts or longer-term charts than just trading. These are 240, so these are more swing trades. That's what I'll keep my eye on. I think I'm looking at a little head and shoulders right here. It's kind of ugly. I would like a little more definition. I'm just watching this right here. This little space right here. But yeah, you know, I'm bullish until it goes up. I don't see any setups that I'd get involved with. I think I'll watch this. This will probably be the neckline right here. I bet we'll have a little pivot up. That's what I'm gonna watch for. See if that could define a better head and shoulders. But right now, you know, I'm cool pending this trend line. This is kind of where I wanted to see it at the 2400 mark. I'm fairly confident. Actually, I'm just jumping over to my other charts. Didn't think. Yeah, I know. Now I'm not talking and you're not looking at anything. It's not good TV. Yeah, 28 actually. 28 is my target on this bad boy. 28,000. So, yeah, you know, we'll watch it. I mean, I know I've got some major resistance up there. We may not run straight up to it, but that's what I'm looking for out of this beast. And then I could reevaluate it. So, all right. So, finally, last but not least, we get to ES. All right. So this is interesting. Okay, we're at the weekly. Okay, so we broke this bear flag, this weekly bear flag. We popped above it's actually 4204 mark. And now we're coming back down to it. So we're going to watch this, man. If we close below that 4204 or down around the 4200 range, that's a run on stops, a weekly run on stops, which will kind of indicate to me that we're going to pull back next week. So we're going to watch this close today. That's what's important. We're going to watch this close. So we're going to stay neutral pending the close of today. But this is a good setup for next week because we know we could be fairly bearish next week and do pretty well. Also, we want this. We just made a higher high. So we're in a weekly downtrend higher. Here's a high. Here's a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high. What we need is a higher low, and we've just created a reverse microtrend, reverse trend. A trend reversal. I'm sorry. There we go. We just created a trend reversal pattern. Then we just have to break to a new high. What I would rather have seen was first the lower high, because that's an easier trade. And then you just take the break of that lower. I would rather have seen first a higher low, and then we take the break of that lower high to a higher high. That's an easier pattern to trade. But if we put in a higher low after a higher high, then we just rolled into the reverse microtrend, the trend reversal, and you know, away we go. We can call this a bearish trend. So that's what we're watching for, man. So we made this higher high. If we break this low over here in a couple of weeks, then, you know, things are just not getting better. Things are just ugly in the market, and there's no confidence out there. This reversal would not put any fear into me because, again, it's creating the proper pattern. I need a higher low in order for the trend change, right? So right now we don't have a trend reversal, although we broke the trend. So we could say we're going into a consolidation. But if we get that trend reversal, then we could say we're getting another expansion, a bullish expansion. And, you know, that's what everybody needs to help those retirement accounts. So that being said, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like, drop me a comment so I know you're out there listening. You want to support the channel monetarily. We got some PayPal accounts and other things in the description to make that happy. Any comments, any suggestions, they're well taken. I'm getting a lot of them. involving live streaming and things of that nature. I'm thinking about it. I'll see what I'll work out. All right, Anthony? But I'm here for you, man. If you need help, just send me an email, lay it out in some comments. I'll do what I can for you. All right, that being said, everybody, remember, calm and cool and at peace when you're trading. If you feel that anxiety, you're trading too much. And good luck with your trades.